So here I have for you, for the growing Gnostic, the would-be Gnostic, once you've heard the voice or you've had the hand trick done to you, you've already begun your journey toward the Gnostic state. It's a gradual drip-feed process. Now, it can be spoiled or discoloured by many cultural biases that I will call cultural baggage you bring with you. And what I'll do is, I'll simply eliminate them now. I'll tell you what you can leave behind and what you need to take. And there's not much you need to take with you, it's just you. What we need to eliminate is a lot of the myths that have been created, that you've grown up with and been fed into you. And I'll start with this. Gnostics do not meet dead people. They don't see ghosts. They are not unnecessarily or unusually psychic. So forget the ideas of going on a TV show and finding dead bodies and all that stuff. It's not going to happen to the average Gnostic. It will remain an extremely rare occurrence. Okay? Not my department. Right? Just not my department. Not in the department of Gnosticism. Right? So, nor are you going to meet all the other supernatural things that you've heard of, which are essentially creations of writers and Hollywood, etc. Ectoplasm, protoplasm, all the other things. You're not going to be become a zombie. You're not going to be possessed by discarnate spirits with psychopathic revenge fantasies or something. None of that's going to happen to you. They're all creations of horror writers, fiction writers and stuff like that. And another more important thing is what you might call the golden net, safety net thing. Golden parachute, golden safety net thing. You think that God's going to look out for you. Well, it's not exactly correct. He finds nice things for you and nudges you toward them. But you're in the physical, you're entirely in charge of your physical well-being. You have free will. You cannot be excessively guided, or you're no longer having free will, are you? This translates to a daily practice of, he's not going to tell you that there's a crack in the pavement and you might trip round the corner. So look out. He's not going to warn you like that. You've still got to be on the lookout for physical dangers to yourself, such as being run over by a bus. Gnostics do get run over by buses, so you've got to still look out for yourself. Car accidents, crimes against you, house fires, financial disasters, all these things can still happen to you. And incidentally, he's not going to give you lottery numbers, and he's not going to give you a winning position for the stock market. If you think a million-year program was put in place so that he could hand you a bag of cash, you are quite wrong. That's one of the myths that people love to entertain. It's total hogwash. Just think of the possibility of everyone winning a lottery. It really depends on everyone losing, doesn't it? So common sense should lead you to drop that myth very, very quickly. So remember, you look out for yourself. All those supernatural horror things that you've heard about come from outside you. They're programming you. And in the department of Gnosis, which is my department, there's none of it within you. It doesn't come from within you, it comes from outside you. And as you progress into Gnosis, you might have a kind of nostalgia for fear and horror, because you don't seem to have so much of it within you anymore. And that's not my department at all. It's some other people's departments external to you. So if you still want fear and horror in your daily life, you will be looking to Hollywood and Wall Street. Okay, so look over there, but don't look in Gnosis for ghosts and phantasms and all that stuff. It's not going to happen. Gnosis is a joyful completion of your internal architecture. The final, what can I say, the final embrace between the Creator and you, with your free will intact. So that's why he can't say to you, your shoelaces are undone. He's not going to do that for you. Okay? So I still commend the state of Gnosis to you, because it's It's essentially, absolutely, violence-free. How about that? You suddenly discovered a violence-free zone. It's within you. Well, surprise, surprise. Why don't you go there, godlings, and I think that's all you need to hear on this subject.